It's Erica.
Hey, girl. Hey, Miss Eve Queen. Welcome back.
Hey, y'all. Thanks for having me. I'm good. I'm blessed. How about you, ladies?
That is awesome. We are doing great. How do you love that?
Girl, I'm doing good, girl. I'm doing great.
Well, if y'all don't know, we have our co-host here, Erica. We have our lovely guest, Eve Queen. And, of course, myself,
Arion.
Arion, as the host. And welcome back to part 2 of Eggs Education. That's how I put it.
Yay.
Eggs education. Ooh, girl. Eggs education.
Eggs. Yes.
So, if you want to enlighten us on some things, because girl, I've been seeing a whole bunch of stuff going around on social media. So I wanted to know, is squirting pig?
Okay, so with the whole squirting thing, pretty much it's female ejaculation. So everyone has their own perception of it because of where it comes from, where it is, right? So when we say female ejaculation, it's pretty much a white fluid. It's not necessarily yellow or anything like that. Now, what happens is it's not pee, okay? But it does come from the urethra, which is where we pee out of. But it's actually female fluid. So because of that, of course, if you have some urine there, some of it may come out, but it's diluted. It's more female fluid. It's technically white. But of course, with all bodily fluids, if you let it just sit on your covers or your bed, it's going to change colors. If you do see some yellow, again, it's because you probably had some urine there, but 9 times out of 10, it's not urine at all. And what I tell women a lot of times is if you're squirting, it's okay. You'll be all right, because guess what's in pre-cum and why pre-cum is salty? Pre-cum is salty is because it has pee in it. It has urine in it. And it has other things that's kind of pushing out and getting ready for them to have their big O. So if you scared about squirting, he'll be all right. Even if it's pee, oh well. But it's not. And like I said, and you got this doctor, that doctor, this university, that university. I've read so much on it, and you have doctors that say it is pee, and you have doctors that says no. What I say is it's diluted. It's if as long as you know your bladder is empty when you're going into the moment, then you're good. You're good.
So I did read that it's pee and it's coming through the urethra. So that is correct. What you said.
So for everyone that does not know who Eve Queen is, she is a sexpert, sex educator. And she's also an intimacy coach. So she has a lot of information that she's going to be throwing at us, dropping it down, breaking it down, giving you all of the things that you need today.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes. And not all women squirt as well. Every woman does different things. You have creamers, you have squirters, you have girls that just get really wet. I think all women are capable of doing all three. It just depends on the moment. It depends on the person. And, because there's some women, they 50 years old and they just discovered that they can actually squirt or that they can actually cream. So it just depends. I believe we can all do three.
Me too.
Huh?
I know what I can do.
Right?
Me too.
Yeah, my whole goal of becoming an intimacy coach and doing this is so that women can enjoy the intercourse experience. Because I've met so many women that have raised kids and never had a G-spot orgasm. Never, and I'm like, what? let's get you going, sis. So it's first of all knowing our bodies, because we get this assumption that our man is supposed to know our bodies, and it's like, no, sis, you got to know your body yourself. Of course, you're going to discover new things with your mate. Whether male or female, you're going to experience that with your mate, but you also have to know what you like, what you don't like, where to be touched, and things of that nature, and also be open to explore new things as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. My thing is like, with me, I have to be attracted to a man mentally. So when it does come down to physical, even if like we are in the process and we're about to do the sexual exchanges, I cannot, my body is not going to react to him at all. Like, it's not going to be no waterfalls. It's not going to be no nothing. And mentally, if your brain doesn't match as my brain, I'm not going to be. It's just not, it doesn't work for me. It doesn't work.
Yeah, for us, it's all mental. So when I do talk to male clients, I tell them all the time, you think you know everything, and that's not the attitude to have when you are in a sexual relationship with someone. You have to be open and willing to learn, because what you did to Joe, Mo, and Susie May over there may not be what I want or what he wants. Like, you have to really learn each other and be willing to take criticism. And because for women especially, it is mental. If we worried about the bills, if we worried about work or stress or whatever, if you don't help get us in the mood, we may just be laying there and just sitting there thinking about something else and not in the moment. So you have to make sure you get your person in the moment if you want her to have that grand experience.
Exactly. And I want to know, how can you let men know how to give us the G-spot orgasm, and how do they achieve that?
Okay, so that's a good question. So I would say, if you've never had a G-spot orgasm and you want to experience it, what I tell women is to find it on yourself first. So if you go to my website, there's a toy called Icicle. It's a glass G-spot toy, and it's actually one of the toys I think I showed it on the last one. I believe I did. I'm not sure, but that one is a G-spot toy, so it's dedicated to knowing where your G-spot is. So I always tell women, if they're single or they have time alone, learn it there, because that's what I use to learn where my G-spot is. Also, just having a good conversation. Communication is key. Communication, and comprehension. We have to put that in there, the 2 C's, communication and comprehension. So when you're talking to your mate, you say, hey, just want you to know, I've come before, like with you giving me head and stuff like that, but I've never experienced a G-spot orgasm where it's just penetration. And tell him, I want to do it. I want to try it. Let's read about it. Let's talk about it. Or you book me and I help you, intimacy coach. So, so your G-spot is pretty much 3 to 4 inches inside of the yoni, and it's to the roof. So when you put your fingers in, for say, if you're trying to feel and see what it's about, it's 2 fingers that you will put in, and what you do is you kind of come hither or tap, and what you want to feel is, it's like a little key. It's kind of like a little walnut. It's rough. It feels a little rough. So when you feel that, that's actually the G-spot. So the more you tap that and you kind of rub on it, what happens is it starts to get a little bigger. You feel it expanding. So the more you hit that, the more you'll hear the juices flowing and the macaroni and cheese going, and then you achieve that G-spot orgasm. So at least try to do it with a toy or your fingers at first, practicing with it that way. So that way you know what the feeling is like. And then for your mate, looking up the different positions that you can do that actually generates your G-spot. The easiest is missionary. Put a pillow like under your under your lower back and your hips to kind of give you a tilt. So that way when he goes down, it's actually kind of hitting, and tell him to go kind of slow. And what happens is when you're having a G-spot orgasm, you get this sensation that you have to go pee. So don't get your butt up. Usually I cuss, but I ain't gonna cuss. Don't get your butt up and go to the restroom, and then you get like a little tinkle.
You can say, get your ass up. Get your ass up.
So you get your ass up and you go to the bathroom, and then it's nothing there, and you just miss your G-spot orgasm. So again, you're not going to urine on him, you're not going to pee on him. You may squirt, you may cream, you may get just a little bit. You know, it is what it is. You're in the moment. He'll be okay. All right. It'll be a story that y'all can talk about later. But G-spot orgasm is for some women, for most, I'm going to say for most women, G-spot orgasms are hard to achieve. Again, you have to be mentally there. You have to be in the moment. You have to enjoy it, and anything can throw it off. But I know some girls that soon as they put it in there, they boom, boom, but they done, they good. I'm not one of those females. I'm one of those, I have to be in the moment. I have to have that, do this, do that, and do the things that I like. Like for me, if I'm on top, one of the easiest ways for me to get a G-spot orgasm is being on top. But while I'm on top, I need you to caress me. I need you to kiss me. The best thing is when you massage like the lower back, my lower back, when you massage that area, I'm there. Like I'm in the moment. I don't know what it is about this part, that section, you massage that section, I'm good. Like give me 2 minutes, I'm done. I'm done. So communication is key, and just making sure that he comprehends, because you never want to make it seem like your man isn't doing the job that they're doing. But if you want something, you got to go get it, because there's nothing worse than bad sex. And like some women tell me, it's not that my sex is bad, it's just that I don't come. Okay, you may need to rub the clit while he's penetrating you.
Absolutely.
Right. So sometimes I need that too. I need that. Or if you don't want to rub, if you got little arms like me, you may need to get a toy that has a little extension and a vibration on the end, so you can put it on the clit while he's penetrating. Then you're getting you a double orgasm. You're getting a clitoral orgasm and a G-spot orgasm. It's heaven, So yeah, just communicating with your partner and letting them know what you want and what you want to try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't be being shy now. If we got to stop and you got to go and lick it, you're going to have to stop and go and lick it. The fingers might not be working for me.
Right.
So I'm the person that I don't want to use myself. I want to use you when we're in the bedroom.
I got you.
I feel like if I have to engage myself, you're not doing your job. And the person that I have, he tell you that you're not doing it, boo.
That's okay.
I'm not a pillow princess. Okay?
Right.
Learn my role, because I will get dominant and be like this, and this, and this. Yank
right.
This. Okay. Grab this.
No, we talked about that before. I'm dominant too, but sometimes they be needing some help. You gotta guide them a little bit, and it's nothing against them. Yeah, it's nothing against them.
Yeah, they kind of make it about them, and it's about us, baby.
Right, exactly.
Sometimes them fingers, my hand might don't work today.
Right, go numb. That's why I say a toy. And sometimes, depending on the position, he could do both. He could use his hands or whatever the case may be. Sometimes it's just maybe you just need to be choked a little bit. Maybe something like that. They don't need the rubbing of the clit. Just grab a hold of their neck for a little bit and pound town, and they're good to go. So that's why you have to know your person, because you gotta warn me before you come for my neck. That's just me, because I'm not into I like to do the choking. I don't want to be choked. So you gotta kind of ease your way into it, because if you just do it to me, I just stop, pause, nope, don't do that. So everybody is different.
I'm very different, okay? Stop it. We need to have an interview before you pre-qualify. We need to know We need to know if you qualify because young man, young sir. If your thing goes here, it's up to the ceiling, and my body is all like, girl, we can one of us, we can do one of us. We like him. And
right.
I'm about to ask you 5 billion questions real quick, real fast. You're going to have to answer them because we're not about to do this. Because there's no stopping. You're going to be mad at me because I just treated you like how I'm supposed to be treated. So you need to figure out which way you want to drive the car. Just that's all.
So that's what I say, communication before, because a lot of people just jump into intercourse with someone and they don't even have a conversation of what they like, what they don't like. And I understand kind of going through the experience and learning each other. But for me, we have to have a conversation because the worst thing you can do is we're in the moment, everything is great, and then you just automatically take your thing and put it in my other hole. And we did not discuss that. We didn't say anything. And I know it was intentional. And I'm like, bruh, no, you can't do that. Obviously, you don't know how this works. You have to get permission for that type of stuff because that's a whole nother area that we got to make sure it's clear, clean, moisturized, lubed up, everything for that. And I don't give that to any and everybody. So don't you do that anymore. Huh?
I said the plumber got to come and get the out first because you're a little stinky when you leave. Okay?
Exactly. So that's why I say is you got to communicate. You know, that's just like me turning you over and putting my fingers there. That may be something I'm into, but it may not be something you're into. But guess what? I should have asked permission, and I do. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's all about communication and making sure you comprehend and stuff like that. Yeah, that's why I respect like the BDSM community because the submissive and a submissive is the one who has the control because they control what they like to do, what they don't do. That's why they have their code word. Red means stop, yellow means slow down, green mean go. You know, that's the simple version. But yeah, so that's why I respect that because they get permission for everything. And if they don't like something, they say, nope, don't do that. I don't like it. Red, you know, they'll say red, stop. You know, that sort of thing. So I try to take that concept into my sexuality and what I like to do. And I like, if I'm asking you for permission, you need to ask me for permission for certain things.
So how do you have a conversation with guys that like their boots being? How do you have that conversation?
For me, what happens is any guy that is interested in me, when we start talking about sexual intercourse, I let them know everything that I like to do and what I like to do. And I tell them straight up, like, you know, of course, a lot of them are like, what the heck? Oh, no, I'm not. And I'm saying, no, I would never force you into doing anything. Either you want to try it or you don't. If you're curious, your secret is safe with me. Even my friends, they'll be like, you don't never tell us who did. I would never tell you who allowed me and who didn't allow me. I'm not going to tell you that. That's between me and that person. And plus, because it's still taboo, I never want to give anybody that indication that somebody's sexuality is in question because they like to pleasure themselves in that manner. So what happens is, you know, of course, they're a little nervous. So they don't say nothing at first. What happens is they keep asking and talking about it. So then in my head, I'm kind of like a guy, you know how a guy trying to get you? That's kind of like my mode. It's like a light bulb. I'm like, oh yeah, he interested. So I'll start doing my little probing questions and things like that. And then if we decide if that's something that he want to try and do, then we'll take it there. So that's typically how it works. So I never force it. It's usually I talk about it once or twice, and then they'll keep bringing it up and bringing it up and bring it up. And I'll be like, if you want to try, just say that. It ain't no big deal, you know. So, and then that be it.
So, my question to y'all is, y'all like teabagging? Is that what y'all saying to me? What y'all saying?
No.
Oh, all right.
Well, it depends.
I follow with it.
It depends. Like the area got to be shaved. It got to be super clean. I don't want to smell your washcloth. Okay.
Wait, smell the washcloth.
People don't change their washcloth. That's a whole nother show. People don't change their washcloth, boo.
So this is what I'm saying.
Oh.
So when you're going down there, you know you can smell.
Yeah, you can smell it. Well,
okay.
It might just be us. I don't know. But if I go down there, first and foremost, when we're about to have sexual arrangements, I have to clean you. That's just me.
Okay.
Now, if you still want to be your man's man, you do that. You clean yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But if I go down there and I smell the washcloth and the towel, I'm gonna tell you, babe, go back. Try it again. Okay? You gotta use some Dr. Brenner's to cover up the towel and washcloth or something.
Yeah,
I got you.
Some people, you'd have been in somebody's house and smelled their towel that then they gave you from out the closet and it smelled like mildew.
Yeah. And then 9 times out of 10, most dudes aren't 1,000% clean like that. So they don't know they need to. If you're not a person who change your towel and rag every day, at least every 2 to 3 days, you should be changing it out. And a lot of people don't know that. They keep the same towel for the month. Yeah. So I get that.
Wash the front, wash the back, and in the trash it goes.
Yeah. So anyway, with my guy,
that's why I do all white now, so I can just bleach. I'm forced to use bleach. So that's why I was like, now I see why hotels use white towels. It's so that they wash it in hot water and they use bleach to really, really clean it. Yeah. A white towel and rag will let you know if you really wash your ass good or not. It definitely will.
A lot of these people
I switched out. I took all my color towels and rags, and I only use white now, straight up white. So I get that.
But what I was saying was, it will humble a lot of these females that call themselves bad bitches. That white washcloth.
Yeah, it definitely would. You'll be surprised, and especially as a bigger girl or a bigger guy, you definitely got to make sure you get every crevice, every nook. You got to lift it up, lift it down, move it around, and wash. Cause
scrub a dub, ching.
Sanitation is very important in the bedroom. Yes. Yeah. And sometimes they need people to come in. They may not. It's nothing to embarrass them. They may need someone to come in and say, "Hey, you should do this, that, and the third." Just like I was watching. What's the name of the show? Love is Blind. I don't know if you guys watched it. Love is Blind on Net. I watched it on Netflix. And the interracial couple, and they were talking about. She was fussing at him for not cleaning the chicken, and then they was also talking about he was like, oh, you don't need to clean the chicken and all this other stuff, and she's like, no. And then they was talking about the toothbrush. She was like, yeah, I have no problem using somebody else's toothbrush or using the person they with toothbrush. And she was just like, no, we don't do. So that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you meet people, how they were raised could be different from how you were raised. So it's just coming as one and saying, okay, no, you're not going to use my toothbrush. We're going to change our rags and towels every 2 days. We're going to da-da-da-da. You got to make sure you wash and clean and take a bath twice a day. Once, some people don't take a bath every day. And I just discovered that. I'm like, you don't take a bath every day? What? How?
I'm not going there with y'all today. I'm not, because I'm a nurse. So I am. You see, I told you I throw my washcloths away now. Okay,
Eve Queen. When I tell you, then people just be all like, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be real. We on Rich Bulletins Uncut, so we stuff. So my childhood years, I have had some very trifling friends. And I had friends that was same level of pretty like me, and gorgeous friends or whatever, from all different nationalities, the Black to Arabic, all different nationalities. And I would say that very, very pretty women that guys most typically do not hit on because they think that they out of their league is the most faithfulest one. And I used to tell them all the time, you're not about to dirty up my shop.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah, it is a lot of females out here that be so, I'm all this and all that.
And I know it, yeah.
They got their drawers on the floor and the whole seat of the drawers is nasty.
You know? Oh God.
I didn't see lime green in there. I was like, what you
got? Oh my God. No, if you got green and brown and stuff, something wrong. Like, yeah, you that's BV and PV and pH and everything else.
Everything. But I wanted to talk about how important intimacy is, though. I do.
Intimacy is very, very important. You have a lot of people in loveless relationships and loveless marriages. So even when the love is gone, intimacy is needed. So intimacy isn't all about sex, having sexual intercourse with someone, right? So with intimacy, it's the butterflies, the feeling that you get. So pretty much when I tell people you want to keep your relationship spicy, I'm referring to intimacy. Intimacy is just going behind your partner and hugging them while they're cooking or cleaning or whatever the case may be, leaving beautiful messages with one another, because I never wanted to be one-sided. You know, we all talk about being equal. So as much love as your man is showing you, you need to show love to your man as a woman as well. You know, you can't be stubborn and leave it in the middle. You know what I mean? So with intimacy, it's showing love for one another. It's still dating. You have to date. So you want to make sure that at least once a week, once a week, it has to be once a week. A lot of people are like, well, I don't got time. I got to work. We got the kids, bills, this is that, and the third. And so I'm just like, you definitely have to make sure that you're dating each other. And also intimacy is being interested in what the other person has going on, right? So you want to make sure if that person, like me, I love musicals and I love dancing, right? So taking me out to dance or taking me to here we have something called the Kravitz Center, which is like where they do like a lot of the art shows and musicals and stuff like that. So taking me to the Kravitz Center to see, I don't know, Footloose or Chicago, that's something that would just like that's gonna get me wet, honey. Like I'm in there. You know what I mean? I may not like football. Actually, I don't care for sports at all. But I may surprise you with a ticket to a football game or a basketball game or soccer or something like that. And we're going to go and have a good time. You know, so it's doing stuff for one another that leads up to the bedroom. So intimacy is very, very important because you have people that don't even say I love you when they walk out the door every morning. You have people that don't call each other beautiful or handsome. They just living. They roommating. You know, there's a lot of people that roommating with their peoples. They don't really like each other. They lost that connection, but they still together. They say they love each other. You know, they like, I love the person, but they don't have that intimacy. And when you don't have intimacy, sex becomes a chore. Sexual intercourse becomes a chore at that point. And that's when you get it's boring. I don't like it. I don't want it. I don't need it. You know, so you have to keep that spice. You have to keep that oomph. And intimacy plays an important role in that. So if you don't know what intimacy is, and there's so many different levels to intimacy, they have like 5 steps for this and 10 steps for that and different this, that, and the third. So yeah, but at the end of the day, it's making sure you like the person you're with, and you have to continue to like them, because when love is not enough, you got to have that intimacy, because you're not going to like the person you with all the time.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
But sometimes when you don't like them, you got to get it back to liking them, you know, when you're in a relationship.
Exactly. If you wanted to work, yes. Because once the intimacy is gone, that's when a whole nother can of worms open up.
Absolutely.
And I'm off the chain, I start telling you stuff like, go somewhere, little pee-pee.
See, you're not going to be in no relationship. You keep talking like that. People is watching this and they're going to be like, oh, I don't want to talk to her. You're intimidating. Stop.
I'm very intimidating, and I think that has a lot to do with me playing sports when I was in school. That's
You
why.
think so?
Huh?
I said, you think so?
Yes, that's why I make sure that
It's crazy. Like for me, it's crazy because it's like for me, I tend to think a lot of people are intimidated by me because I'm so sexually open, sexuality and everything, and I'm an open book. So it's funny because I remember I had my friends, my homegirls, they were like, like you should let them meet Eve first before you go into the toy and the this and the that, because dudes are intimidated by you. And I'm like, how do y'all know this? I was like, just conversations that we've had with other dudes. They're intimidated. And I'm like, I'm the nicest person probably in the world, until you get my timing wrong, of course. But I'm like, what? Because I say I like to pet, they think I'm finna just bend them over and just take it. No, that's not how it works. Like, you got to get to know me. Huh?
Okay, Miss Queen, I hear you.
I understand that. I understand that a lot. A lot of guys think that's intimidating because I actually vocalize what I want, when I want it, and how I want it. And
right.
I am learning because I'm evolving. I'm trying to become a better woman. So I'm trying not to demasculate the man and treat him any way that will make him feel like he's not a man or belittle him to make him feel that way. So I have changed like certain things. Like I said, I tell him, like, yo, you better get out of my face with your little baby. What you telling me? Like, is gone. Oh, I would
say you gotta have a you gotta have a balance, because I think, especially for us millennials, especially, we tend to be more of a masculine woman. We have the more masculine woman traits, and it's now trying to learn how to tone it down and to be more feminine and to live in our femininity. So now when I say I'm dating, like I'm very, very, I've gotten back picky. I'm very, very picky now with who I'm gonna spend my time with. I don't care if it's just going to get a slice of pizza. If I'm having a conversation with you and I feel like I can run over you, it's not gonna really work. So, but I also want someone that's gonna give me I feel that's gonna give me a soft life and gonna allow me to live in my femininity. I don't want to be the breadwinner anymore. I don't want to be the one that gotta do this and do that because you ain't got this and you ain't got that. I'm trying to help you get your life together. No, I'm done. Come healed. Because I'm healed. Come without the drama, because I don't got no drama. So it's like, I want a soft life. I don't want the hardness relationship. As soon as I see a red flag now, I'm gone. I'll be blocking left and right. Dudes just be like, you just blocked me. I'm like, yeah, it's not going to work. I'm friend zoning people quick nowadays. Yeah.
I don't friend zone. You show me one red flag, block. Just like that.
Yeah.
Because if you're not a good person in a relationship, they ain't gonna be a good person as a friend. So
exactly,
it's no point for me.
Right.
I'm a great friend. Like, I'm the friend that you could call me any hour, and Erica's gonna get up for you. Okay?
Gotcha. Right.
But she be already up.
And the thing is, a lot of people, especially like men, they know that about a lot of women, or women, like us, and they take advantage of that. And then you get torn because you end up catching feelings for this particular person. But it's like, you're not supposed to be there. You've been saw the red flags, but you give hope, and you always trying to stop trying to save everybody. I had to tell myself, stop trying to save everybody. Everybody can't be saved. Like, when is somebody gonna come and save you? You don't need saving, but you may need it. Like, I'm ready to meet someone that teaches me something new, or shows me like, it's not supposed to be this rough. It's not gonna be unicorns and rainbows all the time, but golly, give me something.
Yep. Yes. Broaden my horizon, because
expand expand my horizon.
Okay, Mama. Expand. So all I'm saying is,
hold on, pause. The word broaden means is that I did not know this. So if you don't know the corner of what something was, and not the whole thing,
so we want to expand.
We expanding. We
expanding.
Yes. We expanded.
A little bit of both, though. You know, you have a little bit of both. You can expand and you can broaden. You can show me some new stuff. I show you some. We build together. You know, not just.
What you're trying to say is, I'm sorry. Go ahead. What you saying, baby?
Go ahead.
I'm so excited. So excited. I'm sorry. So all I'm saying is, with this expansion over here told me to expand. For me, what she's saying is I have done a lot in my life. So at this point, I need a man to expand.
Gotcha.
Because I take myself on nice dates. I take myself out the country. I've been to several countries. I've done it all. You know what I'm saying? I've been in relationships. I've been married. Like, I need an expansion. I don't know what he gonna do. He must gonna be flying or some shit because I don't know what he gonna do at this point. Because I've done it all.
Right. So speaking of, you said something about countries. I have a question for you ladies. How do you, because I've been seeing this a lot lately, how do you ladies feel about dating outside of your race, or even dating men that's not even in the country, that's not in the United States?
I want a man in Dubai. I want to move to Dubai. So yeah, I'm there. I want a man from Dubai. So that's how I feel about dating out of the country and dating another race.
Okay, you tell.
What is it? A native tongue?
That's what I want. So
some stuff you said.
Yep. So for me, I have dated 2 guys out of my race. Well, one guy was 2 races, but
but he was more of the other. Is that what you're trying to say?
No. I'm gonna tell you exactly. It's a weird combination, but I'm gonna tell you. So the first guy I dated, he was I think he was Puerto Rican, one of them. And I personally cannot date Latino men because of the simple fact that they are extremely too horny for me.
Oh,
I like horny.
But
I was going to say, wait a minute, maybe I need to look into that. Okay, carry on.
Like, they're extremely too horny for me. Like, if we're having a serious conversation, I'm telling you, like, oh yeah, like, okay, my cell phone was cut off today. I didn't pay my bill, and I'm just venting to you, telling you how like stressed out I am for not paying my own bill. And he comes around the way and talking about, well, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Like, that's not.
I see what you're saying.
It's not the time for that. Right. It's not the time for that right now. And they don't know how to turn that off. They don't know how to turn it off.
Sexual. I get it.
All the time. They want it right then and there everywhere. We can do that right then and there everywhere, but I'm telling you that I'm going to do something, and you telling me about your
we want to have sex. Yeah. That's
oh, wow.
Yeah, so that's why I can't date Latino men.
Okay.
For one particular reason. If they turn it down just a
bit like that. So they may not all be like that.
I tried the Dominican. The Dominican was worse.
Oh, geez.
The Dominican, no, it's okay. It's okay. So
I got you.
So with the other gentleman I dated, he was
It went out?
No. Oh. With the other gentleman that I dated, he was Italian and Arabic.
Oh.
He had a lot of intimacy. He was very romantic in the beginning, but he started to lose the romanticness. And I feel like when the romance dies, you die in my eyes. So once you stop being romantic to me, I will try to rekindle that and I like these type of things, and I will vocalize it to you. And if you don't change it, we're not going to go anywhere.
He did what he needed to do to get you, and then but he didn't do what he needed to do to keep you. I got you.
Exactly. Exactly.
Always say that.
Exactly. So that was my thing about that. I mean, he was super romantic. Like,
Okay.
My job, bring me little gifts, and
Mm-hmm.
it was just always have romantic. He was always intimate and romantic. But I wouldn't mind dating someone out my race. I didn't have any issues with like he understood my background. And there wasn't really no issues in him trying to deflect his nationality onto me or anything like that. He just understood me and my culture.
Gotcha.
So, so the complete answer is
yes from us.
Yes. Okay. I'm still. For me, I'm still. I think I'm more open to it now. Because I'm like, first of all, I'm 38 years old. And I've been dating black men all my life. Now, when I was younger, I dated a Hispanic guy, but it wasn't anything serious. We just chit-chatted for a little bit, and that was that. We didn't have any intercourse or anything like that. We just talked, and it kind of just went away. I found him to be very needy. So I was like, eh. And then one of my homegirls, she actually, her baby's father was actually Mexican. So I kind of saw their dynamics. I saw a little bit of him into that guy too. And I was like, So, but I think I'm more open to it, but I still have a love for my black kings. I just want them to get it together. That's all. So I'm thinking maybe I'm like, I've never dated, even though, I know my family would have a heart attack and be like, oh gosh, but I would really like to try dating maybe like an African guy. I think I would go that route, but I don't know. We'll see. But I'm open, but they still got to meet the criteria. I still got criteria. They still got to meet the criteria. And of course, if I see the red flag, because I know me, I'm one of those type of people that cannot be controlled and don't like to be controlled. And I know certain African cultures, they like to control. So I know that's not going to work for me. Like, I can't be controlled. You got to let me do me. Yeah, you got to let me do me. I'm not going to disrespect you. I'm not going to do anything to make you look bad. But you got to let me fly. You got to let me be me and not try to change me into being something else. I'm not a housewife. Never wasn't raised to be a housewife. Probably never will be a housewife. I'm always going to be working. I'm always going to be pushing. Just, let me do me. And I'm going to let you do you. And we make it work together. So, but I'm open to it. As far as like dating a white guy, I'm open to that as well. I'm open to it. I'm open. Now I'm open. If you would have asked me 2-3 years ago to be like, but now I'm open to it. Just to see what else is out there. I mean, our men do it all the time. So why not?
Yeah. I've dated an African and an Arabic guy as well, but
oh wow.
They just never, it was very short because I have funny ways and I have expectations and I'm just funny.
Gotcha.
And I like romance. Like I need to know that you checking for Erica Charity. I'm sorry. I need to know.
And our men nowadays don't know how to be romantic. It's sad, but true. They don't, when you say that, they don't want to hear it, but it's like, you guys really don't know how to court. You don't know how to woo because they don't have their granddads and daddies in their life to show them how to do that. So, we got a lot of single moms raising boys and they didn't see that their mom being loved by a man like that and buying them flowers. Like trying to get a guy to buy you flowers is like pulling teeth nowadays. But
they sell it for $7 and you can't even get none. $1. You can't even get one
condoms cost like $20 now.
Right.
But not $7. Yeah. Your priorities is jacked up, sir.
Yeah.
I've been kind of lucky with, I'm like I said, I'm vocal. So I throw little things out there. Listen, I love pink roses. I like this is my favorite snack, stuff like that. So I've when dudes date me, they've gotten accustomed to, okay, let me get this girl some flowers, type of thing. But it's like, I don't want to have to push that, like I went on a date. I want to say 1 or 2 dates. And the dudes brought me flowers. And I was like, oh my gosh, you guys know. Yay. You know, type of thing. Like if you really like somebody on the first date, you got to show a good impression. You know, give me my flowers.
But it shouldn't be forced, though. It should not be forced.
Right. And that's what I'm getting.
Come with this, just because the reason why I'm saying this is because you're the man. You're supposed to be a leader.
Mm-hmm.
So,
the woman is supposed to follow your lead. So therefore, you gotta show us that you're doing leadershipness for us.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me jump on the bandwagon too. Like,
let me get him something nice, you know? So,
but like my homeboy told me the other day, he was like, you want a man to lead, you want a man to provide, but you got to be open and willing to sit down sometimes and let him provide and lead. And I'm like, because as a strong, woman, I don't like to use that term. I said, I'm not using the independent, strong woman term anymore. I'm not strong. I'm not independent. I need help. Help me. That's I'm taking that out. So he's like, you got to open yourself up. And I'm like, you're right. He was like, you got to, tone it down a little bit sometimes. He said, still be you, but you got to tone it down. I'm like, I know. So.
No. You can a man that's a leader. So what he's saying is totally incorrect. A man that's already a leader, you don't have to sit down and become anything. He's already in charge. Okay?
Right.
He's already knowing what type of woman you is. That's somebody that cares about you, that's willing to know about you and what your expectations is of him. But he already knows that because he's already been doing this. If that makes sense.
Right.
So
yeah, I got what you're saying.
You don't have to stop being who you are to get a leader or a good man. A good man already know that he's going to accept you for all of your fucked upness. Okay?
Right. Yeah.
Standing up, being strong, whatever. He's going to love you regardless. But that's only a real man, though. A real man that wants to take the time out to get to know you.
Yep.
True. Yeah, that's true.
A lot of guys that aren't from our background, they have successful husbands and wives. They both own companies. Whenever the wife is sick, the husband steps in. Whenever vice versa, the husband is sick, the wife. And they run their businesses. They run their house. They run their children together. Everything is together. So they don't tell their wives, "Oh, babe, no, you're making too much money than me. You're gonna have to stop doing your business so I can make more." They let their wife do whatever she do. If she's a stay-at-home mom and she works from home, they still let their wives do that. Like, "Oh, no,
that's a leader
from home," because that's what a leader does.
Right.
That's what a leader does. They don't never deflect like their insecurities onto you.
Yeah. The person that told you that is an insecure man. He's not even doing what he's telling you to do. He's not. I'm sorry, friend. You can come talk to me.
He's a cool. I think what he was getting at is pretty much not necessarily telling me to tone down, but just be open to because I have a tendency to not let men be men. And I know me. I don't. And I'm guilty of that. A lot of times I'll be like, you want me to do what? You want to go where? Why? Like, I question a lot. I need to know everything. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, sometimes if a man asks you, hey, can I help you put your stuff, with my business, can I help you put your stuff in the car? I'll say no. He's like, say yes sometimes.
You say no? Do you want to know why you say no?
Because I got it.
But you're being you, though, Queen. You're being you. So that man is going to understand that he is enough to understand you. It's not about letting a man be a man. A man comes to you as a man.
Right. So the reason why you say no, helping you, is because number one, we're talking about your businesses, okay? So when it comes down to businesses, a entrepreneur is very, very passionate about their business. And if you are a new person, our guard is up, okay? Our guard is up. And the leader man that's coming to you, he would ask you, and even though he sees that you need help, he's going to still help you. And then he will listen to you as far as you be like, oh no, James, put that to the left.
A leader.
Because you as a woman, you just saw him lead, even though you told him no. You just saw him lead. And, you're following his lead. No, James, put that to the left. You say, let's compromise without saying it.
Right. I got you. Yeah.
The reason why you do say no is because you're an entrepreneur. You've been doing it on your own.
You did that shit by yourself. That's what entrepreneur mean to me. You did that shit by yourself. So
Pretty much.
You're coddling your baby.
Exactly.
You're coddling your baby. So all I'm saying to you is you can't stop a man from being a man. I don't care what you think. You cannot. If he is a man, he's going to produce.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck if you standing upside down and you tell him this the fuck the way I want to be. He's gonna say, okay, that's how she want to be, but I'm gonna go ahead and mix up this stuff over here for her. Or I'm gonna go do this. That's a leader.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Makes sense.
That's a man.
Yeah.
So you can never stop a man from being a man because of who you are. You are a woman.
Right. True.
Okay. So don't let nobody put that in your head about you don't let a man be a man. If that man want to stick with you and he and you like things the way that you like things, like things.
Right.
A man being a man. I'm sorry. A man being a man is a leader. Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
You don't have to. You don't have to.
Don't change yourself.
You don't have to turn off your button. Let me break it down like this. All right, your grandparents, right? You might got a very feisty grandma.
Indeed, both.
That's who you are. So that's who you are. And I bet your granddaddy stayed with her 99 years.
So grandma was feisty. Dealt with that spiciness because he was a leader.
Right.
He was okay with her being
who she is.
Her extra jalapeno. He is the extra spice. He was okay with her being extra spicy. He know at the end of the day, it takes a strong man to be with a strong woman. Yeah. You cannot be a weak woman and project your strongness to her because she's never going to understand it. Never. Vice versa. You cannot be with a weak man and you're a strong woman and you're telling him, babe, I think that you should go get a job, or babe, I think that you should wear this.
Or you're too strong of a woman. Calm it down a little bit. No, he's dumbing you down. I don't even want to be your friend no more. I'm sorry.
But all I'm saying
no more.
I don't even want him to be friends no more. Come talk to me.
So,
like, no, I'm playing.
But no, for real. Like, a real man, they're strong. So, a strong man is going to be strong with you.
Y'all gonna be strong together.
Y'all gonna create
I got you. Makes sense. You're right.
Back in those days, they still got those movies. Them old movies with the castle movies with the king and the queen. They show whenever the man needs his queen, he interferes and be all like, no, the castle needs to be ran this way. Y'all need to go get them other people's castles and go shoot their castle up because they came in our territory. And he'd be all like, well, we should shoot them up. And then, like, they work together. They two strong people together.
Right.
Cohesive. It's cohesive. So,
yeah.
Anyway, Miss Queen, we're not going to keep beating your friend up with words.
Dang,
what you say?
I said he gonna be like, dang, but that's not what I meant. I'm like, what?
You said that let a man be a man? No, sir. A man is he's gonna be a man, bottom line.
Period. Men are hunters. If they want you, they will pursue you. No matter
I agree with. That I know for sure. Yeah. If they want you, they'll come after you. You don't gotta beg.
You just cannot. That doesn't make sense.
It's never worked for me.
But how do you, I mean, just by you saying that, how do you think that you're stopping a man from being a man? Please tell me.
But no, I think what he was saying that I don't know. I guess I don't ask for help, or I don't know. I guess I'm always trying to do things myself. And when someone is trying to, I guess, show they're interested, I kind of don't see it and kind of like, no, I got it. I don't need nothing from you, and that kind of, I guess, intimidates dudes and they back away. I guess that's what he was trying to get at. But
okay, I want to kind of know his perception now, because if that is,
we're going to have to bring him on the show.
Yes, because if that is not letting
a man be a
man, when they ask for help, are they being less of a man?
Thank you. That's all I was saying.
When they ask for help from another man, like say if they in the grocery store, he see a man that's taller than him, and he be all like, "Yo, can you hand me that box of cereal?"
Now ain't no man finna ask another tall man, "Can you get that for me?"
Every time, yes, they will. Hey, bro, hand me that, bro. Like I said, a man will be loyal to his barber more than he will a woman. Okay.
Yeah. Homeboys, bro, they call it bromance.
They will keep the same barber for years, but will cheat on a woman. Okay.
Big time.
Right. So I'm just saying, you cannot. If a man is a man and he wants you, I don't care what you do. Please take this from me. I don't care what you do. He gonna be right there like this. Okay.
Oh no, I was just saying what he was saying, not saying that I was gonna do it, but I'm just like, okay, I listen to everybody. I'm like, I hear you.
I know, but I'm just saying for future reference.
No, I know, yeah.
A man that really, he don't care if he's strong. He don't care about none of that. A lot of men like strong women, so those people fell to the wayside. They wasn't for you. How you think you got it?
Because every grandparent I've seen was spicy. Either the husband was spicy, and the wife was calm, or the grandma was spicy, and the grandpa was not.
That's true. That's true. I had two spicy grandmas, so
yeah.
Both of them, maternal and fraternal. One was, married and handling things. The other one had her 6-7 kids, her businesses, and wasn't married, wasn't a man in sight. So, yeah.
It's just, like I said, it's give and take with everything. It's two lanes on the road for a reason. Like, I just feel like the people that don't stick around, they weren't meant for you. Bottom line.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Most definitely.
It ain't nothing that you did wrong. That's all I'm saying.
No, I know that.
You get that in your head, like, oh, I'm not letting a man be a man. That doesn't even make sense.
Right.
It does not. It makes no sense. So don't let your mental, like, oh, I'm not letting a man be a man, so that's why I don't have a man. Your husband just ain't came yet. He coming, baby. That's what I foresee for you. In 2023, he will be there.
How soon? Before I go get my cottage and my cats. I'm kidding.
If you're not letting a man be a man, how they supposed to cover then?
That's true.
They can help the whole game. One throwing the ball, one passing the ball, one is shooting the ball into the thingy. When
they got their plans in order.
So anyway, Miss E Queen, I just want you to tell us real quick, why do you think men fear sex toys? And then I want to learn about that new little thing that you got hiding over there. I know you got something for me over there. So tell me about that real quick.
Okay, so when I do a lot of co-ed parties, a lot of men are terrified. It's like it's no medium. It's like You either got the extreme, no, that's just disrespectful. And then you got the other one that's like, hey, whatever, bring whatever. You want whips, chains, handcuffs, put me to the ceiling, whatever, I'm down. So a lot of men feel so intimidated by toys. And again, it's going to some men are secure and some men are not secure. So, of course, I tell people before you bring something to the bedroom, have a conversation with your mate, but your mate shouldn't be selfish as well. So if you want to bring a toy, you should be able to bring one, but have a conversation. So what I tell a lot of women is, of course, when you bring a toy to the bedroom, the first toy shouldn't be a 10-inch dildo, right? Especially if your man only a good 5 inches. Okay.
So disrespectful.
So you that type of stuff, you kind of want to ease into it. So you want to do like a regular, like a bullet, a regular vibrator, or a toy that you both can use, like a vibrating cock ring or vibrating panties, where you give him the remote and he still takes control. But for whatever reason, some men, the sex toys messes up their psyche. They feel as though the toy can do something to the female that they feel they can't do. Mm-hmm. So again, the communication and the comprehension, he has to be open to it and willing if it's something that you want to try, because I'm pretty sure if it's something he want to try, he going to bring it in and y'all going to try it and do it. So you got to make sure you're with someone that you're comfortable with having these deep, difficult conversations with. Because, a lot of females out here, oh, my man old school, I can't bring that up. Why can't you bring something that you want to try to the bedroom? That's him just taking over your sexual experience. Mm-hmm. So it's like you need to have a deep conversation. If it works, don't get me wrong, if your man is doing everything he need to do and you say you don't need toys, then hey, kudos. No argument. But if it is something that you want to do, you got to make sure you have that strong conversation with him and say, I want to try da-da-da-da. Because I just like with the whole, he may want to bring a female in the room. Aren't you, you may feel a little intimidated. He want to bring another female in the room if you're not bisexual or if you're not want to try it. So just, it's conversation and comprehending, with the whole thing.
I want to know, what's your perception on 50-50?
Woo! This 50-50 talk. Listen, okay, so I have no issue with 50-50. But if it's going to be 50-50, everything in the relationship needs to be 50-50. You can't expect me to go to work hard, whether I'm sitting at a desk and you doing hard labor. Work is work, right? So you can't expect me to go to work, come home, cook, clean, take care of the kids, do your laundry, and all you do is work and come home. No, it needs to be 50-50. We both need to be working. We both need to be cooking. We both need to be cleaning. We both need to be taking care of the kids. It can't always fall on the woman. And I think a lot of times when men, and let's be real, it's mostly our Black men that's with the 50-50. Because when I talk to African men, when I talk to some white men, they don't talk about 50-50. They be like, no, if I could pay the bills, I'm paying the bills. If you're going to work, you work, and then you help out. So when I hear more and more about 50-50, only people I hear about doing 50-50 is our Black men. And that's the truth. And I would even say, I dated a guy for 5 years. His mom was your typical strong Black woman, got a house on her own, make her good money. She go to work, she come home, she cook, she clean. He expected that. He's like, my mom did it. Well, no, I am not your mama. Okay?
But you wasn't dating your mom. Your mom was there to nurture you, to grow you.
She had to do that because she had no help.
Exactly.
But we're together. We work. I'm not gonna work my behind off working 12, 13-hour days, you working your 8 to 10 hour days or whatever, but you're expecting me to do everything? No, sir. That's not what if we're going to do 50-50, everything is going to be 50-50. Now, if I'm with someone and they tell me, I've never experienced, I've only lived with a guy once. So that was like my first experience, right? So, but if I was to meet someone and they say, I got everything, I'm good, you goddamn right, I'm gonna make sure your stuff is clean, your house is clean, you got food, you got your lunch, because I don't have to do overtime because I know you got the bills and I can do whatever I need to do to make sure you're straight. So I think with the whole 50-50 thing, I think, especially in this generation, it's kind of hard for one income household to kind of handle the household. So both couples, everybody in the relationship needs to work in order to survive. And I know I like to live a certain lifestyle. So unless you making $150,000 a year, there's no way I'm going to sit back and not work and contribute. So whether it's 70-30, 80-20, 50-50, whatever you decide in your relationship and it works for you, that's cool. But you got the girls 50-50. I'm not doing that. And and that's okay. And then you got the girls like it's 100% or nothing. So I think it just depends on you. And I tell people all the time, men, you can't get mad at a female that wants you to pay 100% of the bills. Stop going after that type of female. Stay in your wage. If you want somebody that's going to help you with the bills, find you a woman that's willing to. But you want to get with these city girls and these bad bitches, right? Who want to be taken care of. They don't want to work. They want to sit and look pretty. They want to, either they want to keep all their money and you pay all the bills. Nothing wrong with that. So it's like, you gotta stick to your wage and you gotta find the person that works for you and stop trying to force it on people.
With me, but I don't want my man to be all like, no, you have to stop working. Because if you tell me that I have to stop working, I'm definitely not going to date you because my babies are my businesses. I don't have children, so they are my children, my businesses. Right. You're not about to take that away from me. So my perception on the 50-50 is completely different because number one, I feel like you can't be in a relationship if you're not 100% with yourself. That's first and foremost. If you're not healed, you haven't evolved, you don't have your things in order. If you buy designer every single day and you eat out every single day, do not come over here telling me that you want a 20-course meal every day. No, we going outside. And I want to eat like how you eat too. Yes. Because that's what I like. I only date people that like what I like. So,
exactly.
If I'm 100% with myself and I am doing all of these things for me and you do the same things for yourself, it's no way you should be doing anything 50-50 in my eyes, even when it comes down to financial. If I say, babe, I want to try this new restaurant. I want to take us out on a date and I'm saying this, I'm going to pay. I'm going to pay. Because
I got you.
That's just me. And if my man says, babe, it's this new place I want to go, you're paying. And if you want to still feel like the man when I say, babe, I'm paying, give me your card beforehand. So when we get to the table, you can still feel like you being your man. Okay? Like,
so you're okay. You're okay with the 50-50.
No.
You don't?
100%.
Oh, you want 100, honey?
Yes, I'm talking about all the way down to financial because I broke it down. So all the way down.
And this is another part I forgot to add. And I know I may get backlash for this, but it's my opinion. Being that I have brothers and I have male cousins, if you have a girlfriend or somebody that you just met, I I wish you would be paying all her goddamn bills. I wish you would. Now, your wife, someone you're invested in, okay. Now, what you gonna do? How you gonna make it happen? But of course, and I get it. A lot of dudes, they meet these girls, and they have the first conversation. They go out on a date, and then they boom, my light bill due. It's $400. So that, to me, that's a female trying to get over on you. But if you're actually with someone, you're dating them, y'all live together, you make it work how you need to make it work in the household. If you feel that you need help with the bills and she's on the, no, I ain't helping, baby, that's not the female for you. You need to find the woman that's willing to help you out. But if you are the man and you 100% want to pay the bills, then you do what you need to do to pay the bills. But make sure you're happy with that, because what's going to happen is you're going to end up being miserable and you're going to start resenting her. Because you're being forced to work and pay all these bills. You broke, but she's still working and she got all her money. Now you feeling some type of way. So I would say make sure you're paying somebody's bills that you're building with, not because you think she cute, she fine, and she gave you a little cooter, and now you want to pay bills. Okay, don't be a simp. Don't. We're not simping in the family. We're not doing that. But
I wanted to get simp going, okay? And I had the perfect opportunity.
So my peoples, we're not finna have no stripping going on, okay? Now, if you meet a sugar daddy, and I'm guilty. If I'm meeting a sugar daddy, and as soon as he meet me, he want to pay something, I'm not gonna say no. Of course not. Yeah, you can pay these bills.
I messed up. Okay.
How you messed up?
So me and this guy, we had a very strong connection. We had like a little long distance relationship. He was a pro athlete, and
okay.
This is how I fucked up. Okay.
Everything was good. I asked him. I was thinking that we were getting extra serious, so I straight asked him like, what's your intention, because he wanted to know what I wanted for my birthday. And we were already talking for a few years beforehand. So when he started asking questions like that, well, how much is this, and how much you pay for this, and how much your tuition, and all these different things. And when he had asked me what I want for my birthday, guess what the hell I told this man?
What you told him?
I told this man that I wanted him, and guess what he told me?
What he told you?
He said, what you want for your birthday? I said, you might think this is corny, because he's a high profile man. He used to women saying, I want this and that from him. And I was doing that. And I was like, I want you. That's all I want for my birthday. You will be my birthday present. Girl, this man told me no. I said, bitch, you should have asked for a house, a car, $5 million.
Said no.
Yes, I should have racked up the bill on his ass. And I'm over here being all soft.
I should have been like, come on, ask me that question again. Let's rewind. Let's say this back. Don't worry about it. Just, I want a private jet to an island somewhere. Like,
but I felt like it wasn't my place to ask him for those type of things, because I
get it.
I wasn't invested into him like that. I didn't want that from him because I do it for myself.
Right.
You do it for me. Like stuff like that. If you feel like I need some Louis Vuitton glasses, then you got me some Louis Vuittons.
Right.
But I didn't feel like it was my place to be like, oh, I want 12 Louis Vuittons. I want 5 Rolex watches. I want 3 Rolls Royces, 2 Bentleys, and a 10-bedroom mansion. I felt like that wasn't my place. But these are all the things that if I actually would have been on that type of time and would have been thinking like that, I would have asked him for those things. But
I got you.
Like that.
I think some of us have all messed up in that type of instance every now and again, especially when we're younger.
But not me. I always had them the guys to give. I'm sorry, I don't know this story. They give. They come in the door giving.
You need to come. You need to come and rub on me.
Yes, but I never. Listen,
I can never. My mom, she don't have to ask for nothing.
I don't have to ask for nothing.
Wow.
No cars. No. I done had people give me houses, girl.
My mom never had to ask for nothing. And being
that's what's up.
All that from my mom's standpoint, how she has been loved on. I want a different type of love because those guys, they tend to, and this is my perception of those guys, they tend to give you all this materialistic, but when I need you to show up on the forefront, you're not there.
Now that was the problem. That was the problem.
So
I had a bunch of givers, but they wasn't showing up on the forefront. So go ahead.
I got you.
I did not like that when holidays came around, you're not available. So when he said, "Oh, what you do for your birthday?" This, that, and the third, I was all like, "You," and he was all like, "No, I cannot get that to you." I was all like, "Nigga, you is for free."
Wow.
For free. I respect the fact that he said no because later on we found out that he was in a full-blown situation. That's why he said no.
But he should have been truthful in saying that I'm with somebody else in the beginning. But we know how they do. So there you go. What it is.
So anyway, y'all, Miss Eve Queen got to give us a little bit more education. I know you said you got something new for me that I ain't seen the last time. So show me what you got new for me, and then show me about your, your new business venture.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys have seen or heard the popular thing that's been going on is the royal honey. The royal honey is pretty much a stimulation honey. It helps. It's one for the male and one for the female. So the one for the men, I like to call it the golden ticket. So it looks like this. You've probably seen it at gas station stores and everywhere else that they have. So this is what it looks like. So what it is, pretty much, you take it, you can put it in your tea, you can put it in water, or you could just eat it out of the pack. I know some dudes that pop these like they're pills. It's funny. And they don't really need it, but they just like the extraness of it. So what it does is it keeps you harder longer. So even if you are a little minute man, okay, if you are a minute man, you may come in 2-3 minutes, but you're going to be right back up and ready. Right? So it helps with it gives you energy as well. So there are some dudes that just take this for energy. So it like I said, it is honey. It's been a lot of hoopla about it. You got to make sure when you're purchasing it that you're getting it from the right person, because there are a lot of fake ones going on and they look exactly the same, got the same packaging, all that. My vendor actually comes from where they actually make the honey, which is Malaysia. So I always have the authentic, real shit. Okay. So this is the royal honey for. Huh? Yes, ma'am. So now there's different types of honey, but these are the two that I sell. They have the bull one. They have the bull one. I think that should be kept for the men who have erectile dysfunction issues. Even though I know like some of my homeboys, they take the bull one. I'm like, y'all calm down on that one, because when the time comes, when y'all get a little older and little man ain't, speaking to y'all no more, they're going to be already used to that. And then you're not going to have anything to fall back on. Now you're going to have to go get Viagra. And we don't want to do Viagra. We want you to stick with the honey and the natural stuff. So that's that. So that's the royal honey. Now, this one is for the ladies. Okay. So this is a royal honey for the ladies. I'm going to say, of course, it's not FDA approved, but I have taken it myself. Okay. It does help with lubrication. It keeps if you are already juicy, you're going to be even more juicier. It does, if you on a 5, you're going to go to 100 real quick. you ain't gonna be able to hold yourself. You're gonna want to rub on, touch on, feel on yourself, the person sitting next to you, whoever. So what I used to do was I used to put this in my either in my tea, or I start back my smoothies on Monday, but I will put it in the smoothies. Now with both of these, you don't take it every day. You can, if you want to take it as a supplement, you can take it every other day. So every 2 days, right? You can take the honey. So I tell people don't take it every day. Most people, they just take it when they want to just have a great night. So a lot of the questions are, when does it take effect? How long does it last? And all that other stuff. That totally depends on you and your body. There are some people who bought this and they said they didn't feel anything. I don't know how, because it worked for me. I was like, it worked for me. And most people that I sell it to, it did something. But there are some people that was like, it didn't work for me. You know, I don't know if they're taking other medicines or if they tried other things or anything like that. And I'm like, really? I'm like, okay. But for the most part, it definitely works. It does something to you. It definitely does. If like one of my friends, she said, girl, I squirted. I said, you squirted? She's like, I don't squirt. I squirted. One of my friends, she was like, girl, I'm not touching that stuff. I was having sex dreams. And I woke up with a pump. She was like, I don't know what that is. I don't want it. I said, but it worked. She was like, yeah, it definitely worked. I mean, she said, I'm gonna get it again, but I'm just saying, I gotta make sure I'm ready. I wasn't ready. I didn't think it was actually gonna work, but I'm having sex dreams I never had before.
Oh, God. I don't need that because I'll be already up the ear.
But it's the thing, because I'm naturally, like, I'm a person, if I could stay home all day and have sex, have intercourse, I could and I would. I could do 5-7 times a day. I really can, and I have, you know what I mean, and in previous relationships. But this honey,
five good for me. When I was all day,
I can do all day. But with the honey, for someone who's naturally horny, it still put me on 1,000. Like, it was different. It was different. It was like a can't get enough. I'm not finished. Come back. Yeah. It's that.
That sound like Fentramine. Fentramine will have you like that too. Yes.
Listen.
Yes.
I'm already like that with no, you get close to right here, Queen, when you breathe, my body then turned all the way up.
I get it.
You did what? You want to see what else I can do?
Yeah, and not everybody needs it, but you know, I wanted to because I sell it. I was like, let me see what it's about. So I tried it. I remember thinking, this ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work. I don't feel nothing. And then it was like I was, you know, typing, doing what I'm doing. It was like, oh, wait a minute.
Eve, I don't think you needed that. I think you something else by yourself.
I'm like, wait a minute. And I just started to try it. Huh?
I said, you something else by yourself. You probably turned into the Tasmanian devil with that one.
Yeah, he was running. He was like, man, what the hell? He was like, and he didn't know I had taken it. So it was just let's go. Yeah. Let's go. And I'm like, no. Yeah, and I remember.
That's good stuff.
You talking about running? I made a man cry.
I done got cussed out before. Like, I done been told, chill out. Like, what's wrong with you?
I made him cry. He's gonna say, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, they really, what's wrong? I be like, everybody wants a nympho until they get a nympho. That's true.
I ain't even gonna say what my name is, but I'm gonna just let y'all go ahead.
Yeah.
Let y'all go ahead.
I make earthquakes, okay?
Damn.
We in Texas, but you gonna think you in California.
just share this one little thing with y'all. I'm trying to be modest, but
Let's do it.
we want a show, so I got a show. Okay.
So I cut it.
Exactly. So I was told that I had voodoo cock. Okay.
Yeah. You have
voodoo pussy.
Oh yeah, I've been told that. Yeah.
I mean voodoo yoni. I'm sorry, voodoo yoni. That's what I had. I've been told. I've heard all kinds of stuff. I done heard it all. So, yeah.
I've been accused, and then what makes it worse is that, you know, my dad is Haitian, my mom is African American, so for whatever reason, dudes just assume you done put some type of voodoo on them. Baby, no, it's just natural.
Exactly.
It's just naturally me. I don't know no voodoo. I don't practice no voodoo.
You got the baking soda. Just tell them that you got the baking soda. You got the baking soda. You know the old ladies used to dish with them big old bottles with the baking soda and vinegar.
Yeah.
And look, they kept them men though. They kept some husbands with the baking soda pussy.
They did.
They kept them men with the baking soda yoni.
Whatever else they tell you not to use the vinegar and everything nowadays, but them grandmama sure enough was handling that business.
You ain't never smelled them. I ain't never smelled them ladies. Never.
For real.
Anyway, tell us about your new business venture and I see you doing big things, girl.
Yes. So I have a shop, aka office, that I am working on right now. So I'm gonna do like a soft opening on January 7th. I've actually had it for a good little minute. It's just because I've been working and trying to do, you know, everything myself and not do any credit or anything. It's taking longer than I expected, but we are almost done with the spot. We just, you know, kind of putting the floors down. So January 7th, I'm having a girls' night out passion party, just so everybody can kind of come out, see, vibe, and that'll be my first live event for the year. I haven't done a live event in a good little minute, so I'm excited to venture, because I never really wanted like a brick or mortar shop, but I felt it's something that I needed to try. I was like, before, you know, I do anything else, let me have my own location, because I have definitely outgrown the house. I got lingerie and toys and everything all over the house. And I'm like, you know, the house needs to be the house. Let me get a business where I can have my stuff and people can come comfortably. And then also I do my intimacy coaching. So instead of just doing it virtually, I can actually have individuals come to the office and they can sit down on my couch. Like my friends say, I got to talk to you on the couch. So they come and sit on the couch and you just have that conversation. So I'm excited. I'm excited
for you. I really am.
Thank you.
I was like, she's doing her thing. And I love to see that. I love to see that. Yeah.
Yes.
So, you know, bring you back on the show so you can share all of that good information with everybody that you have. Honey. And get some of her honey. How much that honey cost?
For one pack, it's $8. For a box of 12, it's $60.
Okay.
Oh, and this is the female box. See, it's probably coming up backwards, but this is the female box. It's really pretty boxes. And then this is the one for the males. Mm-hmm.
Okay, y'all. Y'all go ahead and get y'all honey so y'all can get y'all bedroom together. Right. And where can they go to purchase?
Okay, you can go to my website, BeyondSexyLingerie.com. I'm on all social media sites. You can find me Beyond Sexy Lingerie or hashtag Beyond Sexy Lingerie. I'll pop right on up. Hard to miss.
Okay. You on Instagram and Facebook?
Yes, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, all of that. Beyond Sexy Lingerie.
Your toys, lingerie,
everything. Everything's sexy.
Sexy.
Everything. Yes.
Are you on with her? Yeah. But thank you so much for coming to Rich Bulletins. We really we really appreciate you 100%.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. I appreciate coming here. I have so much fun all the time with you guys. So, you ladies, can I say?
Yes. Thank you.
We always cut up on the show.
Yes, ma'am.
We having a ball on here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you so much for coming to Rich Bulletins Uncut. What will be your takeaway for today?
Have fun in the bedroom. Because I'm not.
Not yet. Wait, not yet. So we're gonna say yes. It's coming.
We're gonna get that man from Dubai. That's right.
They coming. You gotta go over there too now.
Oh, I've been there already. I've been.
Oh, you been? Oh, okay.
I wanna live there. Yes. I've been looking. I've been investigating. Yes, I'm ready to go. Yes. But I wouldn't know what to do because we like this. So anyway, what's your
First and foremost, you can do whatever you want to do. Go, just show up for the show.
Okay.
I'm telling you that. Just show up for the show.
I'm gonna give me a Sandman. I'm gonna go give me a Rich Sandman. Okay. So go ahead.
My takeaway from the show is to just naturally be yourself, and your person will accept you for who you are, and to make sure that you keep the intimacy spicy in the bedroom, in the house, in your relationship.
Be strong and all. I heard that. Be strong and all, Queen. Don't you stop being strong, baby. Come on,
that would be hard to take away.
Exactly.
I don't even think I would know where to start.
And carry your own boxes, boo.
Okay. Facts.
My takeaway would have to be, if a man asks you what you want, don't tell him that you want him. So no.
That's a good one. Go ahead.
That was a good one.
Yes.
All right, let me be serious.
But that's going in the video, though. It is.
Okay. My takeaway would have to be communicate with your partner, or if it's just one night stand or whatever, communicate. Tell them what you like, what you don't like. Say how you feel without making someone think that you're being mean, because I definitely do that. So try to find a way to communicate better, and have some.
Have fun. I said have fun in the bedroom.
Yes.
And that will be my takeaway. Oh, and be protected.
Yes,
be protected.
If it's be protected.
Be protected, because even boyfriends and girlfriends don't be acting right when they together. So
be protected.
Big facts.
Yeah. So,
and if y'all ain't ready for no offsprings, don't bring no off or the springs.
That's it.
That's my takeaway.
So,
awesome.
You can come back to visit us. Yes,
all the time. So anytime y'all ready, I'm ready.
Okay. We'll see you soon.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
You know that